and of a sound mind to organize a sound life, sound destiny. And then secondly, he said, you have the mind of Christ. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 16. But we have. Come on, say I have. Say it again. Say I have. The mind of Christ. The implication is that your mind is anointed. You have a divinely empowered mind. A supernaturally aided mind. Your mind is not ordinary. That means if you are in a class with professors should start taking lectures from you. Gilamandua Kasala. When one young man came to me some years ago trying to beg for money to go to school, I said to him, you will go to school from yourself. When you get to school, you will become an instructor to your instructors. You can't have Jesus in a biochemistry class and then he's failing. Jesus can't be in an anatomy class and be confused. How can one who made man be confused about knowledge about the human anatomy? How? And you have the same mind. And you are always baptized with confusion. Some people, their common slogan is, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. In fact, I don't know. In fact, I am tired. I don't know. From today, your language will change. Amen. Because at every crossroads, you will say, I know. Job said, I know him whom I have believed. I know that my Redeemer liveth. I know, I know, I know. It is your covenant heritage to know. Jesus said it is given to you to hear and to understand the mysteries of the kingdom. Lift up your right hand again. Say, I have the mind of Christ. And since the mind of Christ cannot be confused, I cannot be confused. Since Jesus knows all things and Christ knows all things, I also know all things. I can do all things through Christ that lives in me. My mind functions like that of Christ. Can you say a big amen to that? Can you say a louder amen to that? Here it is, to be useful in life, you have to put your mind to use. Grace cannot work in your life beyond the active engagement of your mind. Check through this. God does not bypass your mind in all his dealings in your life. Whether it is salvation. Before you could be saved, he said, come, let us reason together, like we said earlier on. So you have a role to play mentally to take delivery of your salvation. You have a role to play. You have to be a part of it. To come out of any issue of your life, your mind must be involved directly or indirectly. John's Gospel 6 verse 6, and this he said to prove him, for he himself knew what he would do. So if he didn't know what to do, they would have sent the people away, hungry. Why you are going to bed hungry every night is not because there is no food. Don't ever say there is no food anymore, because there is food everywhere. I said there is what? There's food everywhere. It's only in your house that there is no food. There is no reason why you should go to bed hungry except you choose to fast. Amen. There's no reason why you should beg except you choose to beg. There is no reason why you should be thrown out of your house because you couldn't pay rent except you chose to relocate from that house to a better one, of course. I see somebody's story changing tonight. You should be in a situation where you are always in charge of your life. Always in control of every situation that Satan hired to frustrate you. Never confused. Never stranded. Always lighted sufficiently to experience flight at any time. Somebody's story is changing already. I said somebody's story is changing already. To end your shame and captivity, you must engage your mind. Luke 15 verse 17, and when he came to himself, he said, how many hired servants of my father's have bread enough to spare, and I perish with hunger? There's no reason why I should be hungry. Daddy's house is full of food. If food is my problem, I'll go back there and go and say, Daddy, I'm so sorry I've offended you. I've sinned against heaven and earth. Please, don't even consider me as a son again. At least let me serve and at least have food to eat. And the Bible said he arose and got home. Midway close to Daddy, Daddy saw him, threw his hand open. Welcome home, son. Welcome home, son. And a party was immediately organized. How did he bail himself from trying to feed with pigs? He came to himself. Many of you are out of yourself. When you are out of yourself, they say you are out of your mind. Now return home tonight. Amen. Return. Say with me, I'm returning home tonight. I realize that your personality is introduced by your mentality. Your personality is introduced by your mentality. We know who you are by the display of your mind.